It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brewed Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Thursday, January 10th, 2019. It is 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
There it is. Whoop, whoop.
It's another beautiful morning.
He gets up in the middle of the night. He gets up to go make biscuits at 3 o'clock. I get up and go to the bathroom and go back to bed.
Every morning.
You're on your second job right now?
There you go. Yeah, I am. Hey, I'm up. I like the mornings, though. I'm an early
I do
bird.
too. I love getting up early. You know, we go up 5:30 and walk the dog a little bit, let him do his business. And
I'm an early bird. I like getting up early.
yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll get to this in a minute because he sponsors the weather, but I love going downtown Saturday morning for breakfast. Get down there to Square about 6:55. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. And our guest today is going to be Nick Arnold from Elmcroft.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me, guys. I appreciate
a lot
it.
of fun. It's been too long. We had
It
to
has.
get back in
It
touch.
has.
It's been busy around here. We've
It
had a lot of
has.
folks come in, you know, so. But anyway, you know, we going to get that snow?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think we're getting it.
We're getting mainly just rain.
I think on Facebook this morning about 5:45, Channel 5, KSDK in St. Louis popped up. That's where I grew up. I used to watch Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel 11 up there. And it popped up, and they have the potential, but I think it's kind of moving I-44 up into the St. Louis area and over into Illinois.
You may see a flurry or two drop here or there, but it's not going to.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
But we still need to go stock up and supply.
Oh, sure. Let's
Yes,
go.
let's go right now.
Yeah, you support your local grocery store right now.
Eggs. What else?
I pulled into Walgreens, and they got 2 Highland trucks sitting out front. I mean, just 2 of these big old trucks, and I'm thinking, oh, they're stocking up.
Milk, bread, eggs, bologna, ham, hot dogs, chili,
And then you
soup.
go around the corner was the Bud Light truck. So they had it.
there you
They
go,
had
yeah.
it figured out.
They got it. We're getting snowed in. We're staying
Eggs
in.
and beer. That's all I need.
Oh, my gosh.
Shoot at my house
Brewed
with-
Awakening Coffee. Let's run by Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you here in Mountain Home. We got Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, 62 East Plaza. Then we have, what am I missing?
The hospital?
Balmer Boulevard.
Bomber.
You got the hospital.
Hospital,
Got the
Balmer
Bomber.
Boulevard, 62 East Plaza. And it's 702.
Or right here, and you get the maximum strength.
You get the good stuff here. You ever
I
had
didn't-
huh?
The
No,
leaded-
you didn't.
You need to try my coffee. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go, yeah, I mean, it's all right. Go fix it. All the cups are over
I
there.
remember some of that stuff. It's kind of like drinking the coffee tar. It's good though. I mean, you're gonna. I could imagine that you probably
Go get your cup.
you're
I'll
gonna get
talk about it. You go
It's
get your
right, it's right up there with like drinking asphalt.
Yeah, I'll be ready to get a second job after a cup of that.
Whatever's left, the city comes by and picks up to fill potholes.
Works good. Brewed Awakening Coffee. Thanks
This
to
is
Mike
going
and his gang.
downhill quick.
Boy, I tell you, it's good coffee. Brewed Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you.
We
Check
just
out
can't
their-
remember where they are.
Balmer Boulevard, PRMG Lobby, 62 East Plaza.
It's Mountain Home. Just do a loop. You'll find
Yeah,
them.
You'll find
There
it.
you
You'll
go.
find it.
There you go.
They've got mochas and lattes, and they've got the espresso shots. They've got it all. So check them out. Brewed Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, just drinking muddy water, right?
There you go.
You haven't had a cup of coffee yet. Oh, what are you drinking now?
Oh, I've got a weird foo drink.
Oh, he's got one of those. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the man is on his.
It's like-
he's
it's like
been up. He's already
on
went and made
steroids
biscuits
over
this
there, yeah.
morning. Okay,
Yeah.
he can have whatever he wants.
I like this guy.
I mean, a man comes
That's
in.
why I'm mad. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas. Right here in Mountain Home. Of course, we have Roller Funeral Home. They were here yesterday. Great folks. Bruce and Charlotte were here. And, boy, talk about professional. They know their stuff.
They do.
They know their stuff. They really do. And so appreciate Roller Funeral Homes and their sponsorship of the morning prayer. Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, everybody down there, just top-notch folks. And, Charlotte been there, 18 years? And just,
Yeah. No, it was longer than that, I thought.
I thought you said 18 years.
It may have been.
I think
She's
so.
been there a long time.
Long time, knows her stuff, and so does Bruce. And so, pre-plan, but, when the time arises, Roller Funeral Homes. And across the state of Arkansas, Roller Funeral Homes. I mean, the utmost in professionalism. Just can't say enough good things about them. So let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, once again, I just need to stop and consider your blessings. I'm thankful for good health and, of course, family and friends. And I know there's those out there that don't have what I have. In fact, Lord, we have some that live alone. Some even live in a barn or under a bridge at night. And I just don't know what to do, Lord, I'm thankful, though, that fuel prices have dropped, and that helps a lot of people. But overall, I'm blessed. But I still wonder how life is for those that don't have what I have. My prayer today is you help us to be aware of the needs of others. It really sounds like Christmas time, doesn't it? But we need that same Christmas spirit all year long. And Lord, I just pray you help us to reach out to help others. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing morning prayer each and every day. I should say Roller Funeral Homes of Mountain Home. But across the state of Arkansas, Roller Funeral, family-owned business across the state. They had, 29 in Arkansas and one in Memphis. So they have 30 Roller Funeral Homes. Yeah, top-notch. Man, I tell you what, great folks at Roller.
They're good people.
They really are.
We work with them, and they are always very sensitive to the families, and everyone do a tremendous job. And so we're really thankful for them.
Top-notch, you bet. Our thanks to Roller Funeral Homes for sponsoring morning prayer. We look to many, many more days with the morning prayer. And Roller Funeral Homes right here in Mountain Home. How's that trumpet today?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my goodness!
I'm thinking Nick could do a better job with
a trumpet.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd never. This would be my first time. Okay, no, I don't even know how you do the mouth. I mean, mine's gonna be more like a do. It's gonna be a do. I never.
It's like one of them that runs out and go do.
Yeah, that's about all I got going for me.
Little girls from Christian Academy.
Oh, she showed me up. Goodness. She just started. I'm like, what the heck?
I mean, she had the William Tell overture going on over here.
I'm like, okay, I'm out. We're not competing anymore. This isn't fun. I quit.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturdays till 11. Best lunch, best breakfast in town. And the special today is...
For breakfast, you got 2 pancakes, 2 sausage and bacon, or 2 eggs for $5.88. Can't beat it. And for lunch, we got one of your favorites, open-faced turkey breasts.
Oh, my gosh, they're so good.
Come with 2 sides, roll of cornbread for $6.88. Can't beat it.
Oh, that's so good. I normally, with that, I get okra and probably some mashed potatoes.
Of course,
lunch.
We always got the homemade pies and homemade cobblers.
The vinegar pie.
Vinegar pie. There you go.
I remember I had one of my residents up there. He's my buddy. Him and I will go out and get something to eat, and then we'll go we'll go get something to eat, get a haircut, and do everything. Well, we went up there, and I asked him what he wanted, and he said he wanted a burger, and he ordered. I mean, when you get a burger up there, there's
it's not a burger. I mean, it's a burger.
And then he went and got the double.
Oh my!
Right, and it's like the size of your head.
Oh my God! Their double hamburger?
The double hamburger it's the size of your head, and that man sat there, and I will never ever forget just watching him enjoy it, and he ate the entire thing. So at that moment, I'm just like, okay, it's time to go. No, he went ahead and had pie. I just could not believe it.
That's a pound of meat right there.
He took it out like a champ.
Unreal.
Well, it was a great day. He had a real good time. I did too. It was fun. But yeah, and so when you go there and you order a burger, just know what you're
better
doing.
Be hungry.
Yeah. They're
I mean, you better not have eaten
massive
for 40 days.
Burgers. You can tell those patties are handmade. They're definitely not coming from a frozen truck.
Yeah, Wow.
And we have people come in all the time. Yeah, I'll take your double burger. I was like, I'll always look at them. Have you eaten one of our burgers before? Because they are huge.
They're huge. They are huge.
You'll have this lady come in, this small little thing. Yeah, I'll get your double burger. I was like, man, I'm going to show you the double burger before you order it. But some of them surprise you.
There you go. Old Time Restaurant brings the morning weather each and every day. Today we're at 27 degrees in Mountain Home, 24 in Harrison, 25 at Hardy, it's 23 at Mountain View, 28 at Yellville. Marshall checks in at 23, while Calico Rock's at 27. Around the region, St. Louis is at 22, Poplar Bluff at 27, Branson at 25, West Plains, Missouri at 23. Around the region, well, that's around the region in North Dakota where my son is at, it's 12.
They can have it.
Yep, that's probably a heat wave up there. 12 degrees in Watford City, North Dakota, but that's normal up there. On the national scene, not much going on yet, but you can see the little bit of a disturbance there in Texas, and we've got a little bit going on in Idaho and Washington and Oregon, but that's normal. Well, I'm seeing a little bit around Oklahoma City. Can I hit the Oklahoma stop?
Yeah.
Time we'll hit OK City right there. Whoop.
No, you can't.
Radars.
No,
I've always wanted to do this. Can y'all put a green screen up afterwards? And I'm just gonna do this low temp coming in from south, and it's a high wind. I'm done.
You know what's funny?
Check that off my list. All right.
What's funny is if you wear a green shirt.
Oh yeah.
And then you're part of the weather. And your arms and your head moving.
And there's a monster coming in, and it looks like a giant head.
We did a thing one time right over there in the corner for Neema's Pizza. They were going to come in here, and they had a little table, a little thing, and they were making a pizza. And we green screened the back of it, and I put him in this huge kitchen, and he's looking around like, I want this kitchen. Oh, that was funny.
State of Arkansas, we'll check the highways in Arkansas. Everything seems to be clear. 62, 412 east and west. Highway 65 north, south, Little Rock to Branson. Highway 67, 167, Batesville and Poplar Bluff. And Highway 63, Jonesboro, West Plains in good shape. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas. All look like they're in pretty good shape as we speak. We'll check the region now. Go to the St. Louis stop. Yeah, not too much going on there. Columbia I-70 east into St. Louis, and then Vandalia, Illinois, Effingham on I-70 in good shape. I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois east to Mount Vernon in good shape. I-44 Rolla, St. Louis looks like it's all right for now. You see Interstate 55 coming in from Sykeston and Cape Girardeau. They're coming into St. Louis, no problems there. I-24 to I-57 just south of Mount Vernon, just east of Carbondale, Illinois. No problems there as we speak. Southwest Missouri. Maybe we'll pick up a little bit of that in Tulsa. Nope. Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, I-44, Kansas City, I-70 East. No problems at all. And so it is what it is. I can't believe I can't get that. What if I can go up into Kansas? Let's go to Wichita. Still not picking up much. I'm just picking up a little bit of green stuff there in Oklahoma. I'm trying to see if that's part. There we go. Yeah, that's south of Dallas. Yep. Anyway, we'll move on to the 7-day forecast. For today, sunny, sunny, high of 45, tonight low of 32. Then tomorrow, chance of rain, 37 degrees for the high. We start off with a 40% chance. I'm assuming this is right after midnight because they said we're going to get a lot of the rain tonight. We have Friday 40 to an 80% chance during the day, then Friday night 100% chance of rain, then wintry mix, which is an 80% chance. We're at 70% Saturday morning of rain, sleet likely, then rain likely, a high of 39. Saturday night, 60%, and into Sunday morning, a 30% chance. I'm sorry. Let me back up. I got it confused. 70% chance during Saturday, 60 during the evening, 30% on Saturday night. Sunday, a high of 38, mostly sunny. Never mind. I messed it up. Mostly cloudy. It's either going to rain, snow, sleet, or clear off. One of the two with a high of 38.
It's mainly going to rain. There may be a little mixture of sleet or something in there, but I think we're going to be okay.
It just depends on the time of day. Tuesday, we got a high near 48. Wednesday, we got a high near 52. So,
we're going to be fine.
We'll be fine.
Don't panic.
They will update the drought monitors later, but they can't get much better than this when you only have about 3 counties in Arkansas with a DO, just an abnormally dry. Not too bad there. It extends up into southwest Missouri, 4, 5, 6 counties there. And maybe the rain will come through and help alleviate the minimum amount of dryness we have in Arkansas, Missouri. Traveler information in Missouri. We've got all green stripes on the highways, so everything's good in Missouri for now. And as the winter precipitation tracks through the mid-section of the country, be sure to go MoDOT traveler information if you're going to Missouri. And you've got your scale over here. Partly covered is blue, covered will be purple. And for instance, like you've got road construction. If you see this right here, you got some water over a road here, some low-lying areas. Go to iDrive Arkansas, and with this you can hit your border states. So like Saturday morning, like scooters going from Arkansas to Missouri, you can check all the roads from your location up into Missouri. Right now everything is in good shape in Arkansas. I don't see any problems there. But iDrive Arkansas and Missouri Department of Transportation traveler information. Right?
There you go.
Morning weather brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square, Monday through Friday, 7 to 2, Saturday till 11 a.m. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Community calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883. You see what we have. Canteen Lunch and Bowl Shoals, VFW Post 1341. Today at 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, all guests are welcome. They'll be serving lunch from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bull Shoals VFW. You're going to be having Cornish game hen stuffed with cornbread and rice, mashed potatoes, gravy, veggies, roll in butter. Dine in or take out, $6 per person at 1206 Central Boulevard in Bull Shoals. For more information, 445-4501. Buford Volunteer Fire Department's annual meeting is today at 6:30 to 7. Annual meeting for the fire department is set for January 10th at station number 4. And then also we have the City of Norfolk City Council meeting has to be announced and posted. City of Norfolk City Council meeting is January 15th at 6:30 at the Norfolk City Hall. And I don't see a phone number for any. Oh, there we go. Call 499-5225 1 week prior to the meeting to be included on the agenda. Once again, City of Norfolk's City Council meeting on January 15th will be next Tuesday at 6:30 at Norfolk City Hall. What do you got, Scooter?
Well, the high school wrestling team heads out today. We'll be heading out at 1 o'clock today, believe it or not. Headed to Jonesboro. We'll be competing against Searcy and J.A. Fair on a wrestling meet, so it'll be really cool. This weekend, the high school team travels down to Pulaski Academy for a big tournament down there, so they'll be down there all day Saturday. And the youth team is traveling to Nixa on Saturday for a tournament, and then Sunday they are going to Branson for another tournament, so they're doing a doubleheader today.
Wow.
So I'm going to be headed down to Pulaski Academy, come back late Saturday night on the bus, get in the car, head to Branson, try to get a couple hours sleep before tournament
luck.
in Branson. So this is going to be
You got anything going on?
busy weekend.
I don't.
Really? It's January. It's
I don't.
We do
He's
that
over
one
here.
normal.
I don't. I'm sleeping in.
Exactly. I was telling y'all earlier, I'm still just trying to wind down from
The
Christmas.
holidays. Yeah.
We'll gear back up in the end of January. We'll start doing so. I think the 18th we have a dinner we're going to be doing up there.
fun.
We always have a really good meal, and it's open to the community. So we'll get some info out on that.
Well, let's take a break. I'm out of coffee. Nick don't have any coffee. He needs coffee. Scooter, who knows what he's going to do. But anyway, I'm going to get coffee while we go to break. Be right back.
Breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with a pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Our old burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
7:20. We want to welcome Nick Arnold, our good friend from Elmcroft, and a lot
The
of
crowd
good things.
goes wild.
Fastball flying in every direction.
You got to stay back. Stay back.
He'll sign autographs later.
Oh goodness!
How you been?
I've been wonderful, just absolutely blessed. I had some friends in town, and we just talked, and I mean, honestly, I love my job. I've got a great family, and so I've been doing very, very well. I appreciate that, and each day, honestly, is a blessing. It really is. I'm very fortunate that my job is. I don't have to look at it as a job, that I enjoy it more than anything I've ever done in my life.
So you don't have to wake up and say, "Oh, geez, I got on TV today."
No, I've never had that feeling when I go in, because I get to go and spend, first thing I do in the morning, I've got a few residents waiting there to have coffee with me. Not this kind of coffee. I'm not giving this to anybody outside. I don't
How do you
want
like that coffee?
I mean, it's very strong.
Somebody can get hurt.
Yes. I mean, so, but we have normal coffee, human coffee. And then, we have breakfast together. I have breakfast with the residents, and we tell jokes to each other.
Really?
Yeah, we come up with jokes, and the residents will come up with jokes, and we try to
Outdo
get
each other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
funny.
So, and then I've started getting other people into it. So some of the jokes are really funny. So, why did the Scarecrow win the award?
Wow.
Because he was outstanding in the field. Look at him over there.
That one's deep.
No, I know.
That actually was pretty good, even for you. That was pretty good.
My son, we were driving, and I was trying to get a joke. I needed a joke, so I asked him, and he didn't have a really good one. And I said, "Do you want to eat?" I said, "You need to come up with a better joke. I mean, come on, I'm asking. I need some help here." And so he came up with that one for me. He is going to write my material, but no, it's very good. So I'm really happy.
So just tell us the overall at Elmcroft. Who's it for?
It's as I've learned, I wasn't always in long-term care. It was definitely God put that in my path and decided that's what I was going to do, and I've just embraced it. And I learned a lot. I've learned so much about long-term care, the community that provides it, not just Elmcroft. I mean, every long-term care provider in our area, we are lucky. The long-term care providers in our area are all fantastic. So if somebody comes in and they are looking for a loved one or themselves, they're not going to go wrong at Mountain Home. And I'll be the first one to tell them that. We might not be the best place for it, but there is somebody in Mountain Home that will do good. So what we're there for is it's assisted living. I guess what people will think of assisted living is that somebody is they have to be independent to live there, and they just need somebody to help cook their meals. And that's kind of like one of the myths. We are kind of the typical resident ranges from what we have in our community right now is to a 65-year-old who it was that time in her life. She lost her husband and just wanted to be in a community completely independent. She, they can, some of them drive, have their cars there. Most of the cars in our parking lot belong to our residents. And we also have the higher acuity resident that is going to need help with medications, all their activities of daily living, whether it's the bathing, assistance with grooming. We do setup for, all the way up to assistance with transferring in and out of bed into wheelchairs, mobility escort. So we Elmcroft is also known for memory care. So it's kind of, we are licensed for assisted living, which with partnerships with home health agencies, and we can handle a lot, all the way down to a very independent person who just kind of comes and goes as they please. We got one guy who cracks me up. He's got a sign on his door that says, "I do not do breakfast." He sleeps till noon. He's up all night. We don't, he sleeps till noon. He doesn't want anybody to bother him in the morning, so he just put this sign up. Yeah, he
I
cracks
think he's
me
not
up.
up making biscuits at 3:30.
No, he probably would. He probably would. He takes his own trash out too.
Really?
Oh yeah. He says he'll tell you he does it to remain as independent as possible. He's accommodated and adjusted his life. We're there. When he walked through the door, he said that my mind is fine, but my body is telling me. He's 95. I mean,
wow.
He walked in, he just said, my body is telling me that I need somebody around in case something happens. And we're just his in case something happens. He does his own medications, everything, according to all the regulations that we have to follow. But as far as, we're there in case something happens, and we'll also be there for longer, when something does. It's a lot of times that people will... I would want to remain in my home as long as I possibly could. But from the hospital, they'll fall, and then the kind of doctors and family decide that they have to move into assisted living, and they come in. They don't get to enjoy the quality that we provide as long as someone who makes that choice earlier and prepares for it. So,
one word that caught my attention. I wonder, do you get so many regulations on the state and federal level that you trip over them?
The Office of Long-Term Care, they govern how we operate. Elmcroft is a national organization. It operates in about 30 states, and it's growing. And so what I really like about Elmcroft is that the mission is written for both the residents and associates, but we have to operate to the highest regulating state that the Elmcroft operates in. So we do have a lot of regulations, and we do have a lot that we have to follow, but most of them are imposed by Elmcroft.
Oh, okay.
So
good.
we go higher than what the state looks for.
So you set higher standards than the basic regulation.
Correct.
Oh, that's good.
And then Elmcroft has a few teams of reviewers that come in and ensure that each Elmcroft is following, to the highest regulating standard. So when we do have our site inspections, Office Long-Term Care will come in and do. We do very well because we're already operating higher than they expect.
So when they come in, you can just sit back and drink coffee and just wait for the report.
Exactly.
There you
That's
go.
really because I'm very confident.
Yeah.
So,
boy, that must be nice.
it is. I've got the most fantastic team that work up there. That I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate. They do such a good job. Very professional, and they're good leaders. Is what they are. They're a fantastic group of leaders.
The one time we were invited down there, I don't know if Scooter was with us, who was there, but we got invited to a dinner. And at that time, I'd never been in there, and I thought, this is the lunchroom? I thought, this is like the 50th floor at Park Avenue, New York City. I mean, are you kidding me? It's fantastic.
Our program revolves around dining. It really does, because we spend... how long do people sit down in your restaurant? They'll sit there for an hour. And what do they do? In old time, actually like 2 or 3 hours sometimes. Yeah. But it's the social experience. I have to rent on my
table on Saturday.
It's the social experience of dining. The resident a typical resident spends 3.5 hours in the dining room a day.
But my goodness, I mean, when I walked in there, I was dressed just like normal, and I thought, ooh, black tie optional, I hope. It's nice.
It is.
It's fantastic.
The residents have I was taking because I used to work with children, so when I was started there, I was used to fish sticks, chicken nuggets. And I think my second, I was telling the story last night, my second day working there, somebody said, do I want lunch? Because the staff are also able to eat. And I said, yeah, sure. What do we got? And he's like, well, we got a panko crusted salmon or a garden fresh Caesar salad. I was like, where are we? What is going on here? And it's like that every day.
Where's the fish sticks?
Yeah. Where's the microwave?
we work really, really hard on our food program there. And actually in town right now is one of the Elmcroft chefs who is, he's helping us in the kitchen right now. We're redoing some menus, looking at a few things, and he's fantastic.
How can you improve on that? I mean, that was fabulous. That meal was fit for a king.
Thank you. I've got a kitchen
is
fantastic.
5 years ago.
Kitchen is fantastic. I'm so lucky, and I love the dining room to serve the residents. So not only when I talk with people that maybe are starting to work with us, and I talk about us being in service to the residents, I want them to kind of view that we're kind of like a pastor serving the congregation. These are our residents.
Yeah.
We're not serving food. We're not serving them food. We are in service of the resident there.
Well,
and we want to do that and encompassing on all areas. So dining is one area where not only do we bring them food, but it's also a chance to get everybody together. We talk. We are a community. We make any announcements, anything that needs to be done. Celebrations are done as a family. We have a lot of family members that come in and have coffee in the morning or stay for lunch, and so it's really neat. It's a community feeling. It's like home. It's a big home.
That's what it's all about, right there.
It is.
Wow.
It is.
Visiting with Nick Arnold. We'll be right back. Time for a quick break and more coffee.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$7:34. Continue our discussion with Nick from Elmcroft, and I got a question. If you were going to write a book, would it be funny or sad?
It'd be It definitely have its moments for fun. Oh my gosh, we got some of the best, stories and things. I think it would probably be more of a spiritual motivational.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Some of the greatest.
We need to do that.
Some of the greatest stories. Some of the greatest. I've had a lot of life-changing moments in that community because I'm surrounded by some of the greatest people that have ever walked the earth. The World War II generation.
Oh my goodness.
They are the real deal. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the stories that they can tell you, what they've done. I mean, they bought everything with cash. There was no credit.
Oh yeah.
They saved money. They worked. I mean, they
worked.
Yeah,
They worked.
They worked hard. They worked and they took care of each other. They stayed together. So I've just had some amazing moments. So I'd probably say if I was going to write a book, it would definitely be a motivational.
Well, I look back at my
spiritual.
grandfather, my dad's dad, and right after World War II, of course, he was railroad exempt. He'd taken a job before World War II broke out. They were living in southeast Missouri. My grandfather stayed with a brother in St. Louis, and he worked the railroad. And, of course, you're railroad exempt from the war. He stayed stateside during the war. But after the war, they started building a house. He bought some property over in Illinois, and they had a basement. And you know how they dug out the basement? With a shovel.
With a shovel, yeah.
And a wheelbarrow. He'd go across there. He'd have everything measured out, and he knew how far. And he dug a basement for a house with a shovel.
Right.
Yeah. There was no backhoe. There was no bulldozer. It was with a shovel.
Yeah, great generation, and I've learned a lot. So much about life. Has made me a better, father, husband, everything. And you just have to listen to the knowledge and that's being passed on. The relationships that you build with the family, they go on forever. Yeah. Some of the neatest things are running into a family whose loved one I've served and seeing them later on and having, sharing some of the moments with them that we've had. That's just, you can't really, I don't know how to describe some of it, but we have a wonderful family.
So you've probably got more friends right there than you've had in many years. I mean, this is not just, that's room 342. That's Howard Smith, or that's
oh yeah, and then their families, them, and once, because somebody might move into Elmcroft and then move out. We do what they call the respite care. So if somebody just needs some help for maybe just a couple months, they're rehabbing or something, they're going to need some help, and they're going to want to do it in our environment rather than going to a skilled nursing. So they'll come into us and we'll take care of them for a few months, and they always become our family. And I was talking with somebody, she lives in Memphis, and she lived with us for about 6 months while she rehabbed, and then she went back to her home in Memphis because her son lives up here. And I went through Memphis a few months ago, and I stopped in and saw her and surprised her. Yeah, she thought. But I was talking with her yesterday, and she cracks me up. She's so funny, and she calls me Nikki. Now, Nikki, you just tell anybody who tries to leave there not to do it, because it's not as easy at home like it used to be, like it was. Yeah. And she's just so sweet. So once they're part of our family, they're always part of our family.
Boy.
Yeah, and you remain in contact with them. You remain in contact with the family. I run into people in the store all the time, and it's more than a job. That's for sure. I can't believe they pay me to do it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
But you've got to have the calling. You've got to know that that's where you're supposed to be.
You do, and you got to have there's definitely willpower, strength, determination, and compassion. I've taken some very skilled people that were skilled in healthcare. I've hired them, trained them, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. But I've had some people that have had no experience in healthcare, but they had the compassion, and you can tell that in the interview, and they have actually become some of the best caregivers I've ever seen. Right. Professionals, it's probably, 90% compassion, 10% effort, because if you're not caring about the dignity and respect and of the resident, the people that live there, it's going to be hard to provide that care in that kind of a way, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's not a job.
For folks that are watching, and Scooter, can we throw that? Can we throw that up on the screen there on the monitor for folks to see? Elmcroft, this main entrance of Elmcroft, I'm just out on what we call West Road. It's Highway 178 west of town. And let's talk people are watching all across northern part of the state in southern Missouri, and they may be considering this. So their first thought is, how do I afford this? And so you have counselors available that can sit down.
Right, we do. We use, there's options. There's a lot of ways to seek funding for long-term care, because what I found also about long-term care when I first, it's not cheap. It's not easy to provide all the services, because when you come through our doors and you look at the dining room, you look at the food we're providing, all the staff, the nurses, the state says we don't have to have nurses in the building, but we do. And so the labor costs, everything, it's not as, I guess, this giant lucrative business that somebody might think. It's actually, built and around a caring, compassionate model. But it costs a lot to provide those services. So long-term care is
registered nurses.
Right. So long-term care does,
$8 an hour job.
And we're not billing Medicaid, so we don't bill Medicaid.
Really?
And that's when you take, I guess, I'm not, is there you're politicians, I'm sorry, I'm not a politician and I don't get involved in that, but I do know that I've worked in that Medicaid kind of a field. When you take Medicaid out of the equation, you can provide a better service. I'm just going to be 100% honest, because I'm not worried. We're not worried about the billable unit or billable minute or whatever. We can just provide the service and do it in a better way.
It sounds like sometimes that Medicaid can be a bigger headache.
Yeah, by all means, because you're held to they require you, I think, to spend more time documenting what you're doing than actually doing it. I mean, that's honest. You spend more time. You spend more. So if you go to a place, and unfortunately, like hospitals or things, they're held to those standards. If you walk around and look, how many nurses are sitting in front of a computer documenting, and how many actual nurses are working?
I know. Yeah.
And the nurses are just constantly. Well, our nurses, they work. But they work hard, and they're there for the resident, and it's fantastic. So yeah, people can come on in. We can talk with them, help find them. This generation, fortunately, once again, the VA has done a fantastic job with setting up long-term care, not only for the veteran themselves, but for their spouse.
Really?
For their spouse, it is available.
Wow, that is
and
good.
Charlie. Yeah. Leonard, we've got the best VA rep in the country living in Mountain Home, Arkansas. I will tell anybody, and I will stand on a mountain.
Does a good job too. District 3 rep.
They do a great job. You have access in our area to have access to the VA representative. The way, he answers the phone.
Yeah.
And he'll get you detailed information and help you as quickly as his turnaround's 24 hours. He gives you everything you need.
Let me interject that over the past however many years, 10, 12, 15 years, we've been doing radio and TV, and Dan Hall and Alicia will be here, I think, like on the 18th. And I'll get so frustrated because, we've been working on this regulation now, trying to get it passed through Congress since about 1974. Come on, drag their feet. But I'm so glad to hear that the VA is
and I'll be honest, it has a lot to do with Charlie.
Good. There you go.
Because we have people move to us from other areas, and they'll say, well, we've been waiting on the VA to get back with us for 6 months. And I say, just go stop in and see Charlie real quick. He'll take care of you. And they come back and they say, that guy's fast. He knows what he's doing. He's great. So we are lucky. So please stop in, and we can help point you in the right direction.
Well, that's good to hear with Charlie, because we get Charlie and Lisa and Dan Hall comes in here. We talk at least once a month about veterans, and to hear that the VA steps it up, and Charlie doing a good job. But
you bet.
I had a guy on radio one day waited 5 years for a wheelchair. 5 years.
Oh, I get them I can get them in 24 hours. Some of
the horror stories I've heard is crazy, but I'm glad to see that. Boy, that's great.
Yeah. So I just encourage everybody to go to the website and just look at it, elmcroft.com. Check it out, look at the pictures, or just anybody can stop by at any time. Our doors are always open to the community to come in and just see what we have to offer. I'll get with you about getting some information out for our community event coming up on the 18th. And it's going to be, we've got some great music. the young man Wes Dorothy will be playing.
He's been on the
he's
show. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He'll be playing some his violin. We're going to be having a Italy themed dinner,
Oh, fun.
wine and cheese tasting. So
It'll be fun.
it'll be great. It'll be great.
Time for a quick break. Coming up on 7:45, Vision with Nick Arnold, Elmcroft. Check it out on the website, elmcroft.com. If it comes up and you can't see the Mountain Home site, just type in 72653 and it'll show you the Mountain Home site. Real quick, time for a quick break. Be right back. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands including Carhartt, Cherokee, and Gray's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Clogs, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractable, compression socks, paramedic BDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, as well as minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
The Party Spot venue and DJ service. Contact Tammy Reynolds for your next holiday or special event.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity and hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Aerobic.
$7:46. It's always good to talk with Nick Arnold. You know, it's kind of like he's kind of like the Zig Ziglar. You know, you get, dude, puff us up.
I don't know. I've known you for a long time, Dale. Man, it's awesome to see you. It's good. I've known this guy for
Oh man, we go back. You and Enoch were together.
Don't associate me with him, please. I'm currently not wanted by the law or anything, and you start throwing my name, and now it's live and things. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of here. You put me. They're like, oh, we know where Enoch is now. Let's get him.
Well, we used to start those shows with the New York Giants football team or so.
Oh man, yeah, Giants and Yanks. That's him. Giants and Yanks. Good guy.
Oh my goodness! What do I need to what do you need to bring up that we haven't touched on about Elmcroft?
We talked about. I just I encourage anybody who is thinking about it to come by and start planning it now. We'll take all the work, all the questions, everything. We'll handle all that with you. It's an opportunity in life to really enjoy yourself. Everybody that moves in, I mean, nobody really wants to leave their home, and I understand that. It's a different day and age now. It's very difficult for family members to take care of their. I mean, you know firsthand. I see that look on people's face when they walk in where they've tried, but you have careers, other things going on, and it's very difficult. I just encourage people to come by and speak with some of the residents that live there. That's probably your best bet, is talk with some of the residents that live there, and they will tell you firsthand, I wish I'd have done this sooner. They'll tell you everything about it. It's not the easiest thing for me to do a tour. I'll be honest. When somebody comes in, it's very difficult because they were living in the home for their whole life with their husband or wife, and they built the home. We talked about that, and then I'm going to show them a 400 square foot apartment. And it's very difficult. However, where are they living at in their home? The one area, the living room and kitchen, and that's it. Yep. Everything else is untouched. So that kind of aspect, we look at the home is it's 35,000 square foot actually, the Elmcroft. So you just moved into a 35,000 square foot home actually. Yeah. Because you got free reign of the entire building. So I just encourage people to come by, check it out, talk with residents, plan now, because you will not regret, becoming part of our family.
And now that Mom has passed, been a little over 2 months, what I didn't recognize, Nick, was the fact of the severity of the dementia Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't normally talk about personal stuff, but this is where I can interject this. I took care of Mom for many years, and there's a time where she says, I can't find my glasses and I can't find my phone. Well, I bought her an iPhone, and I could track it. I said, Mom, it's in here somewhere. And we'd look, it would be in her shoe.
Yeah.
And her glasses would be in the other shoe. I can't imagine how it got in there. I can.
It's difficult.
And she loved these bottles of Boost. I get her Boost.
Yeah.
And she could go through Boost faster. Oh my goodness. And I came in and I said, Mom, have you had your Boost? Yeah. I said, well, how come I don't see any empties in the trash can? You have to become a detective to try to figure out what they've done and what they've not done. And I would find 4 full bottles open, no caps, on the couch, and the pillows covering up the 4 bottles. I said, you've got 4 bottles open and you got pillows covered. Well, I can't imagine how they got there. I would get frustrated, but I didn't understand the disease. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's an incredible amount of patience. And I
so
see
now
it,
I'm on the flip side after her passing. I
see it. I've got this staff, the associates up there. I love them. They're amazing. They treat the residents so well. They will help somebody,
and
5 minutes later help them again.
Mm-hmm. I can take a car engine apart, but I couldn't figure out dementia Alzheimer's. I don't know. We don't have the answer for it, and obviously there's no cure for it, and it affects each person differently. That's why everything we do is individual. Our care plans are all individual, because you can't do the same treatment for each person. So everything that we do is individualized. So every day I will go down look at every single resident, talk with the nurses, see if there's anything that's changed, anything we need to do differently. And so if it's just letting a family member know, hey, we need you to come by today and help us work on this. We always want to involve the family in everything that we do. So yeah, I see what you're saying. It's very hard, and the frustration level with a lot of people, because you're trying to balance many things in your life, as well as trying to do. But that's our job. I mean, I like you talk about a car part. I try to take apart a car. It's not getting put back together. So am I going to go over there and take apart a car? I'm going to take it to somebody who knows what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take it to a professional. So if you're experiencing that at home, I mean, really relate it to that. I mean, come by and let them help make that decision. Everybody there is capable of making their decisions like that. So come by and let them make their own decision. With my mom, it was like she could remember what happened in 1947, but she couldn't remember 2017.
Right.
And that's and so this is where Elmcroft would have been so beneficial. I didn't know. I mean, I'm sitting there, oh my goodness.
I lived here, my whole life, and when the opportunity opened up, I didn't know anything about Elmcroft.
Really?
I did not know, and I can assure you that we are very fortunate in our little town of Mountain Home, Arkansas, that Elmcroft has an Elmcroft here, because traditionally Elmcroft is in larger cities, and so to be in our little neck of the woods, we're very fortunate.
But we have the opportunity. We've got a fantastic hospital, and
yes.
We've got Elmcroft.
Yes.
What about the library? Can your residents can you go to like Baxter Regional?
Baxter
Donald W. runs.
Most definitely. I'm known for grabbing that van and grabbing a load of residents who are just, if we're sitting around, it's a beautiful day, and we go up and we get some coffee, hang out. But we have a very wonderful partnership with the library and Kim, and we're always looking for new options and things, and we're talking about some opening up our programming with them on a large print book program at our community that they will take care of and change out. So we have a lot. The library is absolutely fantastic, and we are very fortunate to have both the library and Kim in our area.
You bet. Well, how do your residents relate to some of the newer technology? You get something maybe on a pad or something?
A lot of our residents have the iPhones or you go in there. One guy I went to his apartment the other day and he got a new computer. He's telling me to hook it up and he's got like some Apple Mac computer. I was
Good land.
I want one of those. I go, what are you talking about? You got one of those. He's like 96 years old and he got some super high speed computer and he's printing out stuff and working. I said, come on, man. You want to do the budget?
That's hilarious.
No, they know what they're doing. It's a very, very good generation. That's all I can say.
Reading between the lines, so to speak, you take the worry out of the patient's mind and the family.
The residents.
The residents.
Mm-hmm.
You take in other words, they have.
Yeah,
take that deep breath and just relax and not worry.
I can see the look on people's face when they walk through the door that have been trying to do this at home, care for their loved one, and I can see the stress on them, and I can tell them that as soon as we're able to help you, you're going to feel this sense of relief. And I maintain I'm open to our family members 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. I'm constant communications. All you have, how's mother doing? Check on her. She's doing great, or if there's something that we need. So we can take that stress away. And we're there, like I was telling with that one man, we're there in case something happens.
That's amazing.
So you can just take that stress away.
For folks that need more information on Elmcroft, what number do they choose?
They can call us at 870-425-6868.
Scooter, you're kind of quiet over there.
I'm enjoying the conversation. I always enjoy when he's here. But I was saying earlier, it's imagine what all you go through every day and all your stuff to live where you're at. And imagine living somewhere where everybody around you is trying to give you the best positive experience where you're at. I mean, you're not just getting by. You're going out in the back.
No,
you're enjoying life. You don't have anything to worry about. Just enjoy.
We've got the best cleaning staff there. I mean, it's everything.
Me and vacuum cleaners.
The best everything, honestly. I keep saying it, the best associates. Our turnover is low. Our compassion and caring is there. It's fantastic. I mean, if you just have never been there and you just want to say,
fantastic.
Just come by.
It's fantastic. It is.
Lunch is on me. Lunch is on me. Come by and have lunch. Really, you want to find out what it's about. Whether it's for yourself, your loved one, a friend, just come on by.
What about folks that have no family? Can people just come by and
you bet
generate a friendship with
you
these
bet
people?
We have a lot of people that come by just periodically and come to our events, or they just come by and stop in and have friends and have developed relationships with some of the residents there. I tell everybody who moves in there, because we have some people that don't have any family in the area or no family at all. I tell them all, as soon as they move in, I hope you're ready to inherit 25 granddaughters.
There you go.
Because they just treat them like their
sounds
family.
like you have a lot of fun at Elmcroft.
I do. I love it. We have the activities. We have a great activities director. She is fantastic. Another day she had this event. There was no snow. We haven't had snow yet, so she came up with this snowball fight. Right? I come walking out my office and all the residents start nailing me with marshmallows, giant marshmallows. So they made their own snowballs out of marshmallows, I guess. These giant. They had those big old marshmallows, and it was like they just nailed me. And they are having fun with it. I thought we were friends, guys. So, yeah, they have a very fun. We also have volunteers, a very good volunteer base that comes and helps with some of our activities. So we encourage volunteers as well.
Fun. That is fun. Wow. Elmcroft of Mountain Home, 425-6868. Scooter, you got anything to add to that? We got 1 minute left.
No, I want some of the marshmallows.
I'm still picking them out of my office and around the building. I'm just like, what in the world? There's a lot of marshmallows running around.
That's a good idea.
It was kind of fun. It was fun, but now, so.
I need to go down to the sports shop and get a slingshot and just start shooting marshmallows around there.
I'm going to get some more of this coffee to go.
You like it? There you go.
Man.
You like that stuff?
I'll be done with my job in about an hour.
See
you
there?
need any help down there the whole time?
He's going to be over here. I don't know what you're talking about. This
He'll
coffee
be
doesn't
flipping
seem to affect
pancakes
me.
with both hands down.
Everybody says that coffee and that caffeine affects me, but it doesn't affect me. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong.
Tobias from the hospital had a slug of that stuff. He did 4 laps around the hospital
Oh, my
before he landed at
gosh.
his desk. It's funny. Final thoughts, about 35, 40 seconds.
Well, I really thank you all very much for not only having me here, putting this show together, keeping the community aware of everything that goes on. That's what makes Mountain Home. And now the area. Thank you for branching out to the area and bringing more knowledge of our community, wonderful community, because
We're just good old hometown folks.
It
down
really
here.
is.
It
It's
a lot
all
of fun.
about how you treat the people you know here.
You betcha. Nick, thanks for being here.
Hey,
It's been a
thank you.
pleasure. A lot
Thank
of fun.
you.
Elmcroft and Mountain Home, 425-6868. Let me give you that area code for Arkansas if you're outside the area, 870-425-6868. Wraps it up. Back tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.